On today's episode of Flipping Success TV, we are going to talk about the number one biggest mistake that I see most women make when they start flipping homes, and the very easy fix for it so that never happens to you. Hey there, it's Susan from FlippingSuccess.com, where we help women build a business that they love that allows them to live a life they love by flipping homes and investing in real estate. Today, I'll be answering a question from Devorah Rothstein, who writes, I want to learn from your mistakes and the mistakes of those in the Flipping Success community. So that's one thing I love about your community that you're building is how we can all learn from each other's big wins and big mistakes so we can all be more successful. Can you share some of those mistakes that I should watch out for? So, Deborah, that's a super awesome question. And we're all going to have a chance to make mistakes in this business. And I'll talk about that in step number 3. But step number 1, I want to talk more about analyzing your deals a little bit better. You see, I see a lot of investors not get to the real numbers, meaning they maybe didn't look at all of the expenses that could get into it, that could be a part of the deal. Like, for instance, holding costs. There's so many holding costs out there that people aren't aware of, right down to permitting costs. And then a lot of people miscalculate their taxes. And then some investors even miscalculate their closing costs because there's closing costs going in and closing costs coming out. And if you miss any of those numbers, even if you just miss them 5%, you could really slice out the profits of your deal. So that's number 1. 2, the second mistake I see more than ever is some people treat it like a hobby. Now, I'm not talking about those who treat it like a part-time job or a part-time profession. Those people are still treating it like a profession. And they're being serious about it, like they're making a plan to go out. They're getting the right contractors. They're not hiring Jimmy, Joe, Bob's aunt's cousin's uncle to go out and do the work on their property. They're really vetting it out properly. Or some of those people that treat it like a hobby, they're just working on it a little bit every day whenever they maybe get time, and this flip now takes 2 years. Well, if the flip takes 2 years, it's not a flip. It's a buy and hold in my book. So that's number 2. And then number 3 thing that I see that a lot of people make mistakes on is not really truly getting educated. And that goes back to analyzing your numbers properly. That goes back to treating it like a business, not a hobby, where you treat it like like you have a real office. And then getting educated. When you don't get educated, think of it this way. It takes people a very long time to get proficient in some of their businesses. So maybe you want to go out and you want to learn a little bit about how to do real estate on YouTube, right? Well, it's just like wanting to go out and be a brain surgeon. If you went to read a bunch of books and you took some classes and your child got sick, and I gave you a knife and said, if you don't take this tumor out of their child's head, the child will die. Well, would you cut open that head if you just had a little bit of training? If you just read a couple of books or watched a couple of videos? Oh no, you would want to have the best, most professional person either there with you, doing it with you, or doing it themselves. So obviously getting educated is the number 1 thing that I think is the biggest mistake. That was a great question, Devorah. I've got something else that will help you and the rest of the women watching who want to start a flipping business and become their own boss this year. I'm hosting a free masterclass to teach women my 5-star flipping success system so they can build a business they love that changes their life. And if this sounds like something that's resonating, clicking with you, or something you can see yourself doing, then I'd love it if you've joined me on this totally free to attend online masterclass. Just go to the link that you see on the screen and select the webinar date and time that best fits your schedule. Then press the submit button to get yourself registered and save your seat. On this training, you're going to discover why real estate investing is one of the fastest, easiest, and safest ways for women to create personal wealth in this country. Why flipping homes is the best place to start. Why women love flipping homes, and why being a woman gives you the advantage in this business. how much money you can realistically make with homes. You'll also discover my 5-star flipping success system so you can flip your first home and begin creating financial freedom, plus the fastest, smartest, easiest way for you to implement those 5 steps. You'll discover how to be safe in your first transaction so you know for sure that your first deal is going to be a flipping success. How all women across America are finding the money to flip their first home, no matter their income or their credit score. And then you'll discover how to fluff up your home so you could sell it for top dollar, even if you can't hang a picture on the wall. And you're going to learn so much more. Just go to the link that you see on this screen to watch this 100% free masterclass today. Also, if you're watching this video on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel and so that you're notified every time we put up a new video. We do those about once a week. This is Susan Pilkington with FlippingSuccess.com. Have a flipping fantastic day.